Hello, my name is Natalie Janett, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a quick, easy, and healthy appetizer dish. We're going to be making Caprese skewers, and this is typically an Italian appetizer that consists of tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and basil. So it's really quick, simple, and easy to make for an appetizer before an Italian meal or really any meal that you're having with friends or family. And it's also super easy and quick to bring to a dinner party if you need to bring something. So the things you'll need to buy from the grocery store are some cherry tomatoes. I have these small ones right here. And then you'll want to get some mozzarella balls. I specifically get these mozzarella pearls, which are the same but just a little bit smaller in size. And it comes in a container with some water, so you'll want to make sure to drain out the water when you scoop out the mozzarella and put it on the side, pat it dry. I have some already right here that you can see are in this bowl. And then lastly, you want to get some basil leaves. And you can buy a basil plant from the grocery store in the herb section, and that's where you'll be using those leaves. The final thing you want is to have a little platter like this to present your appetizer on, and some skewers. You can buy skewers in different lengths and sizes. I typically get the smaller ones because it's easier for people to take a bite of your skewer in the Caprese. So we'll start off by making some of these skewers. And I take one, and I usually start by putting one of the mozzarella balls on first. You want to make sure you don't slide it too far down on the skewer so that it's easier for people to take a bite. And then next, you'll grab one of the basil leaves, and you just want to fold it and try to make it look as nice and packaged as possible. And then you'll have that little basil leaf cushion in the middle. And then lastly, you're going to take your tomatoes, rinse them off in a drainer beforehand, make sure they're dry, and stick them on top. So just like that, super simple. And I'm going to do this with the final 6. And so with these Caprese skewers, what I typically do is have 2 to 3 skewers per person. So depending on the size of the group you're hosting these for, during the holidays, again, whether it's before a dinner, whatever it may be, usually take that as the rule of thumb because these are very yummy and they'll go by quick. And then again, it's the mozzarella, basil leaf, tomato. And as you're lining them up on your platter, you want them to be nicely arranged because the presentation is a huge part of this appetizer, especially because it is a relatively simple dish. And go through the other final ones. Because this appetizer does contain some cheese, you want to make sure if you're bringing this for a family gathering, if anyone is lactose intolerant, that's just something to be aware of. But for the most part, very easy to enjoy. Let me just have a couple more. Again, you fold the basil leaf. Sometimes what I like to do, you can really fold it however you want, but I like to try to get it as much into a square as possible by folding it on 4 sides. Put on the basil. And this does go by relatively quickly, so that's nice, especially for those times when you're going to be preparing it for a lot of people and you do need to make extra. It really doesn't take too much time, so if you have a last minute event that you have to go to where you want to bring a dish, this is a quick go-to. Okay, and here's the final Caprese skewer. Put tomato on, and again, just a reminder, see how I don't have too much of the extra skewer and shoeing. That just makes it easier for those who are enjoying the caprese. All right, so now that they're all lined up like this, you can see I have 3 on one side, 3 on the other. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil and balsamic vinegar on top, and I've put it in this little dish beforehand. I'm gonna mix it up and just add a little bit on top, just in the center where the actual caprese itself is. And then you want to add a dash of sea salt and pepper to go on top. This adds a nice little flavor. Just like that. And then, oops, one's going off. Okay, you have that. And then sprinkle on pepper, just like this. And then I always like to add a garnish to the plate. So you're gonna take a little scoop of pesto, just get a little container like this, and you wanna dollop it onto the center. Just make a nice little dab like that. And then you wanna pick some of the basil leaves to add as little garnishes on the side as well. And there you have it. You have a nice, simple, easy to make caprese Italian appetizer. And I hope you enjoy it and recreate it on your own. Bon appetit and ciao!